Will I be able to make it? Ooh, oh, well, I went over it. Hello, everyone. Super Genius Seb here, and today I am testing out Minecraft snapshot 15w44a. So, it's been a little while since I made a snapshot video, and I'm just going to be showing off all the changes added in every snapshot since the last video. So, first off, if I press F3B, okay, there we go. Oh yeah, there's another thing. F3 has changed. There's now some different kind of things. It shows you whether the debug pie is being shown, or the hidden FPS thing, and you can press F3Q to get all the commands. So there they are. So if I go to F5, you can see my hitbox. Now, when you fly, you can see that the hitbox changes to being a lot shorter. And when you sift, now there's a new sneaking animation for the Elytra, which is kind of cute. And your hitbox also changes. It's not short enough to go underneath a slab if you were to place it like over underneath this block, but it is a little lower. Not sure if there's anything you can get through while sneaking though. I don't think so. But anyway, so this means you can now fly through these kind of gaps if you really time it just right, and I'm not able to do that apparently. But anyway, that's now a thing. So also, there's a new generated structure, Igloos, and they look like this on the inside. They're nice and cozy with some carpet, and a redstone torch, and a furnace, and a crafting table, and a bed, and just, yeah. It's a nice little carpet on the ground. However, there are some carpets which, hang on, actually, I'm gonna have to kill myself here. There we go. There are some carpets, I'm sorry, not carpet, igloos, that actually have a little hidden area. Like, this one looks pretty much the same, except there's this trapdoor. And if you head down here, you'll find this neat little hidden room here. And also, you may have noticed on the bottom right, I have subtitles or captions turned on. So this is good for people who can't hear very well or can't hear at all. And you can see the little arrows point to where the noise is coming from. So yeah, and also if there was like 1,000 zombies, you would only see one zombie groans down here, not a whole bunch, so it wouldn't spam it. And so you can find sometimes splash poisons of weakness in a brewing stand here. And in a chest, you will find a golden apple and some other stuff. And here you can see there's a villager. Hang on, let me just do the boxes. There we go. And the zombie villager. And actually, you've got everything you need right here to turn the zombie villager back into a regular one. And you may have noticed this little thing, brewing stand. That is actually used with blaze powder, because now the brewing stands require blaze powder in order to function. One blaze powder equals 20 ingredients put through to be done. And if you put a hopper like so, not like that, but if you put it on facing to the side, like so, the blaze powder will be the fuel. If you put it up here, it'll be an ingredient. So that's neat to know. There's also a cauldron. Apparently the helmets that skeleton archers wear out over time. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, one little thing that's new, and I think this is only temporary, but anyway, it was the 4 skeletal riders. Killing the horses instead of riding them will give you... Die. Come on. Die already. It'll die in a second. Oh, what am I doing? I'm spam clicking. Silly me. They drop end crystals, and you can't just place these anywhere, but you can place them on bedrock and obsidian, as you can see right here. And yes, it is those end crystals. Also, these kind of look like nether stars, so I wonder if they'll be related in the future. You may notice that these don't have the little bedrock, the textured bases they normally have, and so the ones you get from them actually have a tag. There's a new tag for end crystal entities that has something called like display base or something like that. But anyway, they do still do that. So yeah, where was I? Here. Yep. Okay, so here's all my stuff. So there's actually some new treasure enchantments which can't be found just by going to an enchanting table and using it. And they are Frostwalker and Mending. Also, when an enchantment only has one level, it doesn't say, like, you know, Mending 1, it just says Mending. So yeah. Now, Mending, when put onto an item, will make it so that when you collect XP, if you're holding the item in your hand, then it will take the XP, and you won't get the XP, but the XP will actually repair the item. So that's really neat for some things. However, you can only get these 2 enchanted books from either trading with villagers or from the end city dungeons. Or maybe loot chests and dungeons, I don't know. Also, speaking of which, there have been changes to loot in your chests. There are now loot tables for mobs and chests and such that can be used by map makers and by the developers to make it so that the loot in a chest isn't actually generated until you open the chest, I think, and that you can use it, like, I think maybe a resource pack, or it can be set into world save what the loot tables are, and so you can make zombies drop diamonds, or make chickens drop cooked beef, or do all sorts of things, or increase the chances of getting golden apples and chests. And speaking of which, golden apples have actually been rebalanced again. So if I just grab a golden apple here, and a golden apple here, eat it. Oh wait, and give me 0. Just eat it like so. You can see it's this kind of effect. If I enchant it, it looks like this. I'm not sure how they compare to the previous ones, but that's how they are right now. So, if we head to the end, I've already killed the Ender Dragon. Now, I've also gotten rid of the Dragon Egg. But anyway, in order to respawn the Ender Dragon now, the clay creeper face temporary thing is no longer there. Now you take the end crystals you get, and you place them around the end portal like so. And then you'll see this neat little animation thing, and then they start, you know, blowing up any end crystals that are currently there, and start regenerating the pistol. I mean, pillars, not pistols. And then, once they are done, they will blow themselves up in the portal. And the Ender Dragon will then start moving around. So also, apparently, Enderman Whoop is what you call the noise they make. Another thing that's been changed is that now, when looking through glass, water no longer has its side texture, and so it's a lot more easy to see through, which is nice. Another thing is that boats have been, well, the opposite of nerfed. They've been powered up, and they are now faster than sprinting. And I think that if you, like, tap the paddles at the same time, you can go really quickly if you, like, practice or something, which makes boat racing a thing. So yeah, that's really neat. So yeah, they are a whole lot faster now, which is really neat. Another thing is, well, I'll just show you. Check this out. I have Frostwalker 2 on my boots. Now, the levels for Frostwalk, basically it'll turn the water to ice, but not just regular ice. This kind of ice is called frosted ice, and after a little while it will, if there's sunlight, it will start cracking and break. So it's only temporary. And so you can just hop along like this and be Elsa and everything, and just walk in the water. Also, interestingly enough, it actually works underwater. If you start, you have to, if you land in water, it doesn't really work. You have to step from something towards water. Or if you land in water like this, then I can't see. It's too dark, hang on. Oh, wait. Hang on. Now, if I go and do that again. Okay, so if I step down here, you can see that the ice is forming, if you're looking. And so that's kind of fun. You can walk on ice underwater, which is interesting. And also, this can be used for, let's say that you have only one water bucket. You can walk on it with Frostwalker, except that apparently walking near something with glass doesn't work. I just remembered that. I don't know if that's a bug or intended functionality. I'm assuming it's a bug, but anyway. And I just destroyed the water. Oh, no, never mind, it's still there. But anyway, if you walk near it using Frostwalker, like this, and, well, if I do it right, like this. Oh. Okay, it used to be that it would turn even flowing water into frosted ice, but that doesn't appear to be the case anymore. Okay, I just discovered that right now. Another thing is that if you give yourself an effect, and as you can see I've got this set to this last parameter to true, then it won't give you the particle effects, and it won't show up in the little top right area right here. However, if you give it to yourself with false, which is like the default, it'll show up there in the top right, as you can see. So now invisible, so to speak, effects are now respected by the indicators in the top right. So I think that's all that's been added in the snapshots, unless I'm forgetting something, which I hope I'm not. But anyway, this has been Super Genius Zeb, is showcasing the features added in snapshots 15w42a, I think, to 15w44a, and I will see you again in the next video. Also, they've said that they're planning to finish all of the features that are planned for 1.9, and the next snapshots will be almost entirely focused on just bug fixes. Like, for example, right now there's a bug where you can't tame horses, and you can't ride tame horses. They won't listen to you at all, which I think has something to do with the changes from the riding tag to the passengers tag, which was to allow for 2 people to be in a boat and stuff. But anyway, I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!